Today we're unboxing the IMALENT SR32, the world's second brightest flashlight. While it might not claim the top spot, it delivers an incredible 120,000 lumens with amazing long throw and an impressive beam pattern. We'll dive into the unboxing, explore its powerful features, and put it to the test with some night shots and drone footage. Let's get started. The SR32 arrives in a massive box, with everything neatly packed in its designated spot. Time to check out this beast of a flashlight. Wow, just look at this thing. Before turning it on, make sure you remove the protective plastic sheet on the front, otherwise it could melt. Look at all those LEDs, 32 in total. That's where the SR32 gets its name. And the battery, just as impressive, a massive 32,000 milliamp powerhouse, providing serious power to match this flashlight's insane brightness. Let's check out the rest of the accessories. First up is the shoulder strap, a must-have, because this thing is big and heavy. Then the USB-C charging cable, thick, sturdy, and built to handle 100 watts fast charging. And here's the 100 watt fast charging brick, some serious power for a flashlight. Inside this small accessory bag, you'll find 2 sizes of silicone O-rings, spare screws for the handle, Allen keys for attaching or removing the handle, and lastly, the manual. With everything unboxed, it's time to focus on the most exciting part, the flashlight itself. Let's address the elephant in the room, just how big this flashlight is. Here's a quick comparison. Here it is next to a 16-ounce energy drink and a mini Coke. The battery alone is massive. The entire body is made of aircraft-grade aluminum, finished in a matte black coating. The design, very minimalistic, no excessive branding, just clean and functional. You'll find the model number engraved at the bottom of the battery cover. Up top, there's a hot warning label, and for good reason. This flashlight gets very hot. It also has a slight bezel, allowing you to stand head down when needed. And speaking of heat, here are some thermal shots showing just how hot it runs. The sides stay relatively cool, but the top is where all the heat is concentrated. It could double as a hand warmer. Just be careful not to get burned. Want to see how hot it gets? Even in a freezing garage, it can ignite this paper within minutes. Here's how it looks without thermal imaging. This is at the brightest setting, 120,000 lumens. Absolutely insane. Honestly, this is the first flashlight I have owned that could do this. I think it's crazy that it could burn this piece of paper. Generating all that heat and brightness are 32 Creed XHP50. Yes, 32. With a maximum output of intense 120,000 lumens, a color temperature of 56,000 kelvins, and a CRI of 70. This flashlight delivers extreme brightness with a balanced, natural white tone. Everything is controlled with a single button on the flashlight itself. But if you're using the included handle, there's a side button for easier operation. To keep the temperatures in check, it has a cooling system with 3 fans and a copper core. The fans run at a single speed and kick in automatically at 25,000 lumens. They max out at 65 decibels, which isn't too loud at all. You can manually activate the fans by holding down the power button for 3 seconds. Because of the built-in fans, the flashlight is only IP56 rated, meaning it's resistant to dust and water, but not fully waterproof. The built-in OLED display provides key information, such as the current lumen output, battery voltage, and statuses, lock, unlock mode, strobe mode, and a hot warning indicator. The SR32 has a total of 7 output levels, ranging from the lowest at 30 lumens to the highest at 120,000 lumens. To adjust the brightness, press and hold the power switch while the flashlight is on. Double-click the power button to jump straight to the turbo mode at 120,000 lumens. In turbo mode, the SR32 runs about 45 seconds before stepping down to 25,000 lumens, where it could run up to 45 minutes, but just another double-click will put you in turbo mode again. For longer run times, it's best to stick with 9,000 lumens or lower. The fact that 9,000 lumens is considered a low setting on this thing, that's just crazy. There's also a disorienting strobe function, activated by double-clicking the button while the flashlight is in turbo mode. To lock the flashlight, quickly press the power switch 4 times. The screen will display a lock icon, confirming that the flashlight is locked. Press the button 4 times again to unlock it and resume normal operations. The SR32 uses a proprietary battery. The battery connects through a dome-style contact, meaning you need to securely tighten it down for proper connection. and removing it takes quite a few turns due to the tight seal. With all that lubrication, getting the battery in and out is definitely an experience. To charge the battery, you'll need to unscrew the rear metal cap. You can leave the cap off, but keep in mind it will make the bottom uneven. A USB-C charging port is built directly to the battery pack. Removing the ring reveals a press-in rubber cover that protects the charging port. Next to the charging port is the indicator LED that glows red while charging and turns green when fully charged. Charging from nearly zero, since this flashlight has a low voltage protection feature, takes only 82 minutes, thanks to the internal electronics and the included 100 watts charging brick. It charges over 5 amps, delivering more than 100 watts of power. A great bonus, the flashlight remains fully operational while charging. And that's not all. The battery pack also functions as a high-speed power bank. It could charge your phone at an impressive 2800 milliamps. Even while being used as a power bank, the flashlight remains fully functional. Let's take a closer look at just how massive this flashlight really is. For size reference, here's a quick comparison with a $2 bill and a key card. And for even a better perspective, here's a small keychain flashlight, the Rovivon A8. Next up is the Sofron SC33, a 5-inch tall tactical flashlight with a 5200 lumen output. Impressive on its own, but next to the SR32, it looks tiny. Now let's get to the actual measurements. At the narrowest point, the bottom of the battery pack, it measures 2.2 inches or 56 millimeters. The widest part, the head, coming in at a massive 5.4 inches or 138 millimeters. From end to end, the flashlight measures 8.8 inches or 225 millimeters. What a monster. And now for the weight. The entire flashlight weighs in at 4.8 pounds. The flashlight head alone comes in at a hefty 3 pounds. The battery pack weighs 1.8 pounds, a true heavyweight in the flashlight world. With this flashlight this big and heavy, there are 3 ways to carry it. This is my favorite way to carry this flashlight, using the handle. The handle is, dare I say, perfect for this light. It's ergonomic, comfortable, and places the control button right under your thumb. Removing the handle is easy. Just unscrew the 2 screws. Allen keys are included, though I prefer using my own. There are 2 different screw sizes. And while removing the handle exposes the connection points for the button, it doesn't seem to cause any issues. And here's how it looks without the handle. Not bad, but personally, I prefer having the handle for better grip and control. The third way to carry it is with the carrying strap. For this, you'll need the end cap attached. To set it up, just clip the end of the strap to any of the holes on the metal cap. The other end attaches to the middle of the flashlight head. You'll need to find one of the 3 notches. One of the 3 notches can also be used to attach a lanyard, which is not included with the flashlight, but I'm pretty sure you can make one out of paracord. And here's how it looks with the carrying strap on. It's very functional and allows for a hands-free carry. There are a couple downsides to the carrying strap. First, it could scratch the flashlight, so it's best to either keep it on or leave it off permanently. Another issue is the attachment points. They feel like a potential weak spot and could break. Back to the backyard to check out this insanely bright flashlight. We're starting at 100 feet. Normally, I start at 75 feet, but this flashlight is so bright that I had to back it up a bit. All the strobe tests are saved for the end of the field tests. The camera sensitivity has also been turned down, so we can actually see the beam pattern. Normally, I record these shots at 500 to 2000 ISO, but with this flashlight, I had to drop it down to 100 ISO, and it's still overexposed. Crazy. Next, we're 20 feet away from the shed. At 25,000 lumens and above, the brightness is blinding at this distance, especially with the white door reflecting all that light back. Now we're at the 75-foot mark, where I usually start my beam pattern test. The entire backyard, along with the trees behind it, is completely lit up. Moving closer to the fence line, I stood 50 feet away from the trees, while the camera stayed at the 75-foot mark. Honestly, you have to see this flashlight in person to fully appreciate its brightness. At 25 feet from the trees, I cycle through both the lower and higher outputs. At 50,000 lumens, I'm completely blinded, and it's not even the highest setting. I might need some sunglasses just to test this thing. At just 5 feet away, the lower output reveals the beam pattern clearly. But anything brighter? It's way too intense at this distance. I might just burn down my fence. Let's move beyond the fence and into the wooded area, with trees 30 to 50 feet away. This flashlight illuminates the entire area and way beyond. This is pretty amazing. I can only imagine what my neighbors are thinking. Let's launch the drone to really see how far this flashlight can reach. At 15 feet, it's insanely bright. The drone is at 50 feet. I'm using the flashlight with the carrying strap, and the flashlight is resting at my hip. Flying up to 100 feet. Look at that coverage. My fence is 80 feet wide, and you could clearly see the beam pattern lighting it up. And finally, at 200 feet, you can see a large dark spot. That's because my yard dips down. I'm standing 100 feet from the fence line, and you can still see it lit up perfectly. And that's it for my review of the IMALENT SR32, a true powerhouse in the flashlight world. While the MS32 suppresses it in raw brightness with its 200,000 lumens, the SR22's practical size, impressive 2,080 meter range, and 32 Creed XHP LEDs achieve an impressive balance of power and usability. The build quality is exceptional with a matte black finish that feels premium. The OLED display is another standout, showing real-time lumen output, voltage, and overheating warnings.
with brightness modes ranging from 30 lumens to an intense 120,000 lumens. This flashlight is on another level, and it can even start a fire under the right conditions. The 32,000 milliamp battery charges in just 82 minutes, and it doubles as a power bank, adding another layer of practicality to this impressive flashlight. While it's much heavier and much larger than your everyday carry flashlight, features like the handle and cooling fin makes it manageable. The strap works well, but the swivel click could use some improvement to make it more reliable. Whether you're lighting up the entire backyard, spotting objects from a mile away, assisting in search and rescue missions, or simply looking for your dogs at night, this flashlight could illuminate the entire area with ease. And I would like to see some improvements in the brightness controls. It would be great to adjust the brightness levels without having to cycle all the way to the brightest setting first. IMALENT has truly outdone themselves with this flashlight, combining cutting-edge technology with unmatched performance. If you're looking for the ultimate flashlight and can overlook the price tag, the SR32 is a must-have in your collection. If you'd like to support the channel, you can use the affiliate links below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me bring you more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.